there's an enemy which hates America. And therefore, so long as there's a terrorist network like Al-Qaeda and others, we're at war.
The Iraq War, the Taliban, both in Afghanistan and Pakistan.
War in Afghanistan.
Osama bin Laden.
Osama bin Laden.
Terrorists.
Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda. Terrorism.
Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda.
Osama bin Laden, Al-Qaeda, the Taliban. They all became household names after the September 11th attacks. But who are they really, and where did they get started? And what is their relationship with America?
The first time we heard about Osama bin Laden, he was involved first in refugee care in the camps in Pakistan, and then we heard that he moved into Afghanistan and began to have a unit of Arabs that he commanded. But he was on the side of the angels then. He was killing Russians, and so we didn't pay much attention to him.
We must recognize the strategic importance of Afghanistan to stability and peace. A Soviet-occupied Afghanistan threatens both Iran and Pakistan and is a stepping stone to possible control over much of the world's oil supplies.
The CIA and its asset Osama bin Laden were recruiting terrorists for the Afghan war. They were sending them to the United States for training, for rewards, for whatever purpose, and then sending them on to Afghanistan.
Taliban were the heroes in those days. People from madrasas were given military training, armed and sent across by us, by United States, by everyone.
Many years later, we ended up in one of the most publicized wars in history with the exact same person.
We have not had to construct a global military strategy to deal with a threat since World War II. And that is very different than what our operations have been post-World War II.
It's a very sophisticated operation.
Oh, you bet. This is serious business. And there's not one of those. There are many of those.
The Afghan-Pakistani border is where Al-Qaeda is rumored to be harboring Osama bin Laden. The Pakistanis say their border is well secure and almost impossible to cross on their watch.
There's the entry place from where people come into Pakistan and cross over to Afghanistan. You see along the border, we have created all those fence and barbed wire to prevent any illegal crossing into the country.
But some American officials are very skeptical about that claim.
You'd have to have an outpost every few hundred meters to be able to observe the border. People being able to move back and forth and find safe havens on either side of the border is as easy as crossing the street in the United States.
Our objective is to rout out Al-Qaeda and to prevent the growth of radical extremist organizations using either Afghanistan or Pakistan as a base from which to attack the United States of America.
As for ammunition, militants have no problem accessing and even crafting weapons for their own troops. Outsiders are advised to stay away.
We make weapons here. Pistols, Kalashnikovs, repeaters, and copies of the new weapons that are manufactured in America and sent to us. The local versions work even better than those produced abroad.
A good amount of these weapons ends up in the hands of Al-Qaeda and possibly used against American troops.
There's a portable rocket grenade launcher has been captured in an encounter with the terrorists and will be deposited again with the headquarters.
The best weapon you can buy it here, off in the border areas. So this is what the reality of the environment of Pakistan is.
It's been almost 8 years since we started the war on Al-Qaeda. There's some who still support it. Many say it's a lost war. There are even some who don't even think Al-Qaeda exists. But whatever the case, the concept of Al-Qaeda has changed America forever.
It's one network, Al-Qaeda, that's receiving so much discussion and publicity, may have activities in 50 to 60 countries, including the United States.
Our war is against networks and groups, people who coddle them, people who try to hide them, people who fund them. This is our calling.
War rages on. Insurgents control parts of Afghanistan and Pakistan. Most painfully, 2008 was the deadliest year of the war for American forces.